Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a fun Valentine's Day wreath with a lot of things that you just probably have around the house, starting with a hanger. And I'm just going to take this off. It's hard to take off. There we go. I guess I should tell you what I'm using. A hanger, some flower wire, which they do have at my dollar store. This was just a Valentine sticky decoration. They had a bunch of them in bags at my dollar store, so I bought a ton, and I'm like, now what am I going to do with all these things? A couple of those felt heart stickers. We used them in my last one on this. I had some leftover ones, so I'm going to use a couple of these. Flour I had laying around. Like I said, I have a bag of flowers at home. This is just some tulle. You know, surprisingly, my dollar store had tulle. I think I bought this because it's so much. I actually did buy this at a regular craft store for something else. And of course, I only used a tiny bit of it. So I have a ton just laying around. We took the hanger apart. And like I said, I'm going to keep this bottom part because I'm going to put the flower and I'm going to use that to hold the flower in there. What we're going to do with the hanger is we're going to make it into the shape of a heart. And this, I'm going to kind of say, like I always say, is very forgiving, and we're covering it with fabric so it doesn't have to be perfectly shaped. All right, so then you get down to the bottom and we hook it together. Make these a little bit more straight. I'm just fiddling with it until it gets to be how I want it to look. Look, it looks like a heart. I'm going to use my wire to make this loop go all the way through. I am going to just loop it through so you can see. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Loop it through like that, like an eye of a needle. And then I'm going to twist it to onto itself. So that's ta-da. So I'm just going to wrap it around and I'm going to try to bring this all together. This is going to end up being covered. You can make it look pretty and then you wouldn't have to cover it with fabric. So there we go. So like I said, I'm going to put a little flower in there. So that's the start of your heart wreath. The next part is I want to make an arrow for my heart to go through it. So I'm taking one of these heart glitter sticky things that they had at my dollar store, and I'm going to actually take this off like that. It did leave like a not so pretty little dot. You could color that in, add some glitter, and we're just going to put it in this way. Just like that. So that's going to be the tip of my arrow. For the feather part, I mean, of course you could go buy feathers and make it really fancy looking. You can even, I was thinking it could be really pretty if you painted this gold. I'm going to put these at the bottom like that. It's going to go through like that, okay? You know what, I just did that backwards. It's supposed to go the other way. Like that. There you go. And before I do the second one, I'm actually going to put a little bit of this wire because I'm going to use that to connect. I don't know if you can see, like that. Then I'm just going to get the other sticker and I'm going to put it on the other side. And of course they're not perfect, but what is? So the arrow is going to go on the back. I'm just going to wrap the wire and then I'm going to kind of do like a cross pattern on the heart. I just wrapped it a couple times right there. For the heart part, I'm going to do the same thing. This little heart is like a foamy heart. I'm going to stick it into the heart. So I'm kind of hiding the end that way. So I'm going to wrap it around the stick. And I'm going to do that cross pattern like I just did on the other side. I have red glitter getting everywhere. So there is my heart with an arrow through it. Now we are going to decorate it. And I'm going to use the tulle. I decided like 6-inch pieces of tulle, like long enough to work with, but not too long because in the end you are going to end up cutting off a bunch of. So you're going to, do a loopy like that. The legs go behind the heart to the middle. Can you see? Let's see. Behind the heart to the middle. There you go. And you just pull it through the looped end and then the legs go towards the outside of the heart like that. And I'm going to cut these all. So there we go. And these are going to get smashed together and you're going to get it. So that's why you need a ton of them. I'm going to finish doing this and get back to you because this is going to take forever. So I'm halfway done. As I'm going, you're just pushing it so it's as tight as it can be to make it look fluffy like this. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit tedious. Hey guys, so as you can see, this did take a bit of time to do because my light changed. Knotted all my little pieces of tulle on so you can see, get a close-up look at that. See all the knots? That's the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fluff them forward. I did already do a little bit of a trim, and I might trim a little bit more. I trimmed especially close around the heart arrows so that we would be able to see the arrows. I'm also going to trim up at the top here and give it a little bit more of a peak. And I am just going in like with a hacksaw here, so it's not a delicate matter. You know, as I'm looking at this, if you had a longer dowel, maybe that would be a little bit better. That is the main wreath part. Fluffies, I am going to put a flower in the middle here. I think it'll be pretty, which is why I do most things. Oh, I attach my flower with just a little bit of that floral wire. We're just down to the part where we hang it. I'm going to use some ribbon. So if you do it right in the middle there, it's going to like pitch forward a little bit. You want to kind of do it here and here. I'm going to push my tulle aside, and I'm going to do it right at the top of the little humps. So you do want to use a color that you're cool with because you're going to probably see it. See, I mean, you're not going to see it through the tulle, but you're going to see it up here. And you want to make sure you're keeping it nice and straight, not twisting it. Try to line them up as best you can. I mean, you know me, I'm the queen of why measure? Perfect is unnecessary. There is your heart struck by an arrow, wreath. You could do different pastel colors for Easter. You could do red, white, and blue for 4th of July. You could even do, you know, at Christmas time with Christmas colors, or a Halloween one. So if you guys enjoyed making crafts with me, like to see my different Valentine's Day crafts, I will do different holidays as well, I promise. Then be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face, which is right up here. And if you want to see other craft tutorials, including the Valentine's Day tree, you can click down here. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe. Bye!